The Shadow of Fu Manchu. Based on the stories by Sax Roma. Mysterious man with a limp, Nayland Smith has recognized the supposedly dead Dr. Fu Manchu. The brass chest left behind by the murdered Sir Gregory Hale and stolen by agents of the Sea-Fun has been recovered and is once more in Smith's possession. Believing the chest to contain something of vital importance to the Oriental group, Nayland Smith has left it apparently unprotected in his hotel. By laying himself open to attack, it is his hope to make an important arrest. Dr. Petrie, however, concealed in the darkened chamber, stands guard over the chest. Smith and Inspector Weymouth, secreted in a nearby suite, awaiting the hoped-for Sea-Fun invader, are suddenly roused by a shot and a cry from Dr. Petrie. We find them rushing across the hall in answer to Petrie's shout.
Hurry, Weymouth. If only they haven't got Petrie. Petrie! Petrie!
On the floor, Nayland. At the foot of the bed.
Lights, Weymouth. Great Scott.
How in heaven's name did he get into this room?
How indeed.
Get hold of yourself, Petrie, and give me a hand with him. The man's in agony. Here, lift him to the bed.
There's not a mark on him that I can find. Nothing I can do, Nayland. It's obvious that he's dying.
The golden pomegranates. The gold. He's dead.
My God, what a horrible death. Look at those distorted features.
The golden pomegranate. Look here, gentlemen. A blonde wig, false mustache. Do you recognize him now, Petrie?
Great Scott. Lewison. Meyer's assistant.
What the devil happened to him? How did he die?
You wouldn't know, Petrie?
No. I can't find a mark of violence on him.
Golden pomegranate.
Aye, what could he have meant by that?
By Jove, Nayland. Lewison, an agent of the Sea-Fun.
I wonder. The brass chest, golden pomegranate.
What does it mean, Nayland? If we only had the connection.
If we only had. Look around, Weymouth. There may be a clue.
What happened, Petrie? Have you no idea how the fellow got into this room? We were watching the door. He didn't enter that way.
I'm blessed if I can say. After Nayland left me alone, I sat there in the dark. Then I came in here and lay down on the bed. I must have dozed.
Weymouth!
Huh?
Petrie! Come here, quick!
What's wrong?
Quick! Look out the window. The apartment below.
What is it?
You saw nothing?
I had a glimpse of some long, bright object disappearing in the window below this one. You know what it was?
I have a very good idea. Come on, Petrie. You stay here, Weymouth. Don't leave these rooms, whatever happens.
Well, where are we going?
Not the elevator, Petrie. The stairs. We've got to get into the rooms below ours. Down here.
What did Lewison mean by the golden pomegranates?
If we get to that apartment in time, we may be on the way to finding out. Here's the door.
on. What? How dare you?
Stand back, madam. There. Close the door, Petrie.
Right.
And now you sit down, madam. I see we're about to leave the room. Please raise your veil.
Oh, well. I suppose you gentlemen are the police.
Oh, look, Petrie. The window. Wide open. You see that contrivance on the floor? Probably made of aluminum.
Huh? What is the thing, Nayland?
Pull off that top section.
By Jove. A telescopic ladder.
Ingenious, eh? That clamp at the base. Those two hooks at the top are for reaching windows on an upper floor. That's what you saw disappearing down the wall. The lady here pulled it back in the room when her accomplice failed to return.
I've never seen anything like this. Yes, it is ingenious.
It's an American device. Forms part of the equipment of the modern hotel thief. Folded up, it fits in that large bag there. Did you find anything else of interest?
No, nothing but some articles of clothing.
Oh, blast it, I'm disappointed. However, who are you, madam? What business have you with the Sifan?
The Sifan? I don't know what you mean.
Oh, come. To whom were you to deliver the brass chest?
Oh, who are you and what are you talking about?
Now, please, madam, don't evade the question. You were an agent of the Sifan or a servant of Dr. Fu Manchu.
Oh, I still don't know what you're talking about. Oh, well. Oh, Lou and I failed. I know it, but I'm not complaining. It's all in the game.
Explain yourself. Who is Lou?
Lewison.
Oh.
The brakes are just against us. Oh, I'm sorry I told him that I'd talk to him into it. He's never done anything like this before, and he never would have done it if he hadn't met me.
Oh, you're an American?
Yes. But I've been in England a long time. You don't seem to know me, but they all do. At Bow Street Station. I've been up before.
But the brass chest. How did you find out about it?
He told me about it at lunch today. He said that if it held as much as the Hague chest, we could sail for America and go straight the rest of our lives.
So you urged him into it, eh?
Yeah. Oh. It's my fault. Arrest me if you like, but leave him alone. He's not to blame.
A false scent, Nayland.
Utterly false. He couldn't have had anything to do with the Sifan.
The supposed treasure in the chest led him to make the attempt with the assistance of this lady. But what caused his death?
His death? Oh, you don't mean he's dead.
Quite dead, madam. Well, it's my duty to turn you over to the police. But I'm going to give you a chance. You have just 15 minutes to get your belongings together and leave.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to send the police to this room in half an hour. I suggest that you return to America at your first opportunity. Come, Petrie. We'll go back upstairs. You asked me how Lewison died, Petrie. I believe I know. He gasped out the golden pomegranates, didn't he?
Yes, he did. But they must have been words of delirium and can't possibly have any bearing on the manner of his death.
I disagree with you there, old chap. Come on, we'll open the chest.
You're going
What?
to...
Yes, I'm going to try to open it for a reason which I hope will become very evident.
But why is this sudden change of mind?
Because unless I'm greatly mistaken, the wily John Key, who was supposedly trying to make off with it, is infinitely more clever than we've given him credit for being.
Ah, yes, I think I understand. He waited for my men to catch him with the chest, knowing it would go back to you.
Exactly, Weymouth. But the manner of Lewison's death has given me a clue. Now, let's see. The knobs of this brass design to be pushed, pulled, or turned, eh? Sit down, gentlemen. This is going to be a lengthy task.
Two hours he's been at it without success. A good steel pinch bar would have opened it in 3 minutes.
And ruined the chest, Weymouth.
Yeah.
However, we may have to resort to the bar.
Ah! I found the combination. Oh, now look. Before I raise the lid, don't under any condition reach into that box. You understand?
Very well, then.
By Jove, look. Fastened to that inner lid.
The golden pomegranate.
Yes, the golden pomegranates. They form the knobs or handles to that second lid. Beautifully carved, eh?
And there's a hollow in each one to accommodate the fingers.
Open it, Nayland. Presently. First, though, I want you both to come into the other room with me. We'll have another look at Lewison. Examine his fingertips, Petrie.
Ah, badly swollen, eh, Doctor?
Yes. And look here. The index finger of both hands, oddly discolored, as though bruised from the nail up. When I first examined him, I took this discoloration to be the effects of some sort of acid.
So did I. Antique dealers, in some case, use acid to distinguish the real from the imitation.
Now, back to the chest. I don't suppose either of you has a pocket knife containing a hook.
No, but these handcuffs here, how'll they do?
Better still. We'll open them as wide as possible and drop the 2 steel points in the hollows of the pomegranates. Like that. Now, we'll lift. Hear that?
But the contents.
3 long bars of lead. And nothing else.
And Sir Gregory's report?
Contained in his diary, probably, which we still have to find. Move that lamp over here, Weymouth.
Right.
Now look into the 2 cavities where one is expected to put his fingers.
Great Scott. So that's what killed Lewison.
You see? In each cavity, the point of a steel needle. Those needles are now pressing against the points of the handcuffs.
As they would against fingers inserted into those cavities.
Of course. Those needles work in a groove. They are caused to protrude when the inner lid is raised. See that metal cup? Communicating to the base of the needles?
By Jove, yes. The action of lifting the lid not only protrudes the points, but also operates a hypodermic syringe.
And no doubt the poison in that hypodermic was concocted by our friend Dr. Fu Manchu.
By the great Robbie Burns.
Oh, Petrie, just what happened after I left you alone this evening?
Well, as I told Weymouth, I sat up here beside the table in the dark for perhaps an hour. The room became cold, and I went to lie down on the bed. So I certainly had no intention of dropping off to sleep. I must have done so.
And I warned you above all else not to go to sleep.
Unfortunately, I did. It was late, and I had no idea an intruder would enter by the window, if at all. It was to be expected anyone would try to enter by the door.
And so you thought that Weymouth and I being on the watch, we'd of course catch him.
Yes. I don't know how long I dozed. It couldn't have been very long, but the shaking of the bed awoke me. I don't believe I shall ever forget what I saw leaning over the foot of that bed.
Oh, come, get to the point, Petrie. It was Lewison, of course.
But a more inhuman, distorted face I've never seen. It gibbered at me crazily. His trembling hands grasped the bed rail, caused the bed to shake and rattle.
Lewison was in agony and probably trying to get your help. He knew you were a doctor.
Yes. He staggered round the foot of the bed, whispering something unintelligible. I fired as a signal. Then he fell to the floor.
Heaven forgive the poor devil. He died in my stead. Now, Petrie, Dr. Fu Manchu will stop at nothing.
The shadow of Fu Manchu.